Hey Finxters, what's up? It's Chris, founder of Finxter.com, and in today's video I want to welcome our new Finxter Freelancer student, Samuel. So welcome Samuel to the Finxter Freelancer course. Great to have you on board. I really appreciate you joining the course, and I wish you much success and fun in the upcoming weeks and months as you explore your new career path and see all the opportunities there are, because there are massive opportunities. It's really a great time to be a freelance developer, and so each time I actually check it out on Upwork or Fiverr, and I see all the different ways you could position yourself as a freelance developer. I get so excited myself. I want to go there. I want to take this niche, and like work there on myself, on my own. But actually, I don't have a lot of time these days to do some actual freelance work because like I'm so involved in the community and all the content creation and so. But I always loved freelancing. I think it's a great way to make an income, make a difference. Actually, bring value to clients, be in contact with the real world problems, because it like freelancing teaches you the well-rounded skill set of a practitioner, because you don't learn stuff just for the purpose of learning. You learn stuff to help people and to solve real problems. And I mean, what could be cooler than that? Solving real problems for real people that in turn appreciate your effort, appreciate your work. I think it's there's nothing better than working on something that is actually appreciated, that gives you this a sense of contribution. So having said this, I always also, so when I record these welcome videos, for like not all, unfortunately I cannot welcome all Finxter Freelancer students, but for many of them, if I find time, I record these videos, and I also give them some niche ideas on the way, because positioning yourself in a niche is really, really important as a freelance developer. So how can you position yourself as a freelance developer? I mean, there's just too many answers to this question, but like I just go one answer at a time, one positioning or niche idea at a time. And one of those ideas is Python automation script. And I actually think that this is a poor positioning in and of itself, right? If you just if this is your end goal, you should not position yourself as you should not create a gig type where you just write Python automation script, or I will get a Python automation script for you or so. I mean, it's good to get a foot in the door, to get some experience. It is a very broad positioning. It doesn't solve a specific problem, and it will be very inefficient for you. And this is the main reason why I don't recommend to position yourself like this. At least not in the long term, because then you always need to you need to master hundreds of different technologies, because client will come to you with all kinds of problems, and for each problem you have to learn a lot. And this is great in the beginning, great if you want to learn, actually, to get paid for learning. I mean, what could be better than that? And it will give you some insights over the whole market, and you will see different fields in the marketplace, and you will get a feeling for what type of gigs you enjoy doing and what type of gigs you don't enjoy doing. And I think you should really be very, very sensitive to those feelings you experience while positioning yourself as a Python automation script developer, because those will give you a clue where to go next and where to focus your efforts on. So for example, if you do 10 gigs and 2 of them are in the area of Django website setup gigs, then and you enjoy it, actually, then you could create a second type of gig called Django web development setup. So I will set up your web server with Python's Django technology or so, and you can offer this type of gig, and then you will get hired by clients only for this smaller type of gig that is positioned much better and enjoys, of course, and then you can enjoy efficiencies of scale. So because over time, as you solve the same type of gig, as you set up your 100th Django server, it will take you only a few minutes to complete this type of gig. But even this positioning, even if you do a poor job positioning yourself, if you do a great work, always you will make a good living out of it. So for example, this client, he started the starter package is $50, then he has a standard rate of $100 and advanced rate of $250. So if on average he gets per order maybe $150. Then he has to complete like a gig a day or so. He will learn a lot. He will at least see. I mean, it's always better to do things in imperfect way than to just wait and try to figure things out and try to be too perfectionistic. And this guy, at least, I mean, he does it. I mean, he does the work, he positions himself, but I think over time he will gradually convert to a much better positioning in the marketplace. So I think, so rule number one, you should get your hands dirty and try to like get the first positioning idea out in the world, and try to find try to acquire some clients and then make them happy. I mean, initially there should be nothing else on your mind. Just get a gig, make the client happy. No matter what is a gig, right? I mean, a gig could be anything. Even if it takes you a week to make a client happy so that he can pay you, say, $50, it would be still a good investment, because you have learned a lot. You have like next time you do the same type of gig, it will be much faster, and you will have your first rating, and rating is really gold on freelancing platforms. So I think like rule number one, just make your hand dirty and go out there, try to find your first gig and make clients happy. Like, delight your customer. It should be the guiding principle of all your freelancing efforts. And the second tip, converge to a specific niche that you enjoy and that brings value to clients. If you find this, you will become much more efficient. You will ramp things up and get 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more efficient doing the same type of work, sometimes even 10,000 times more efficient. If you have like complicated problems, you can solve them algorithmically in a much more optimal way. Clients will save so much money through your expertise. You cannot even they could not even pay you fairly. So even if it takes you, say you are an algorithmic expert, you improve algorithmic complexity of a certain code snippet by, say, 20%, clients may save millions just due to this, like over the years, and the cumulative effects of, for example, having a slower website reduces conversion rates of the customers of the client, and so on. So I mean, these effects can be very drastic, and clients, I mean, they will be happy to pay you a few $100 for this, even if it takes you only half an hour to do, because in freelancing, the freelancing world, it's all about results. It's not about how much time you put in. And I think, therefore, productizing your services like this guy does, he productizes his service, is a great way to get started as a freelance developer, because you deliver a result, you promise a result, you sell the result, you don't sell your time. You are not an employee 2.0, you are a freelance developer, you are a business owner, and therefore you offer a product, and your product is just to solve a client's problem. And by repeatedly solving the same problem, you will become much more efficient, and you will open up all the opportunities of business owners to scale up and to become much more successful in your space. Okay, so thanks for joining, Samuel. Great to have you on board. I wish you well, and we will probably communicate via email in the upcoming weeks. You will see me a lot, and I appreciate you joining, and see you in the course. Bye.